Okay, so I don't really know where to start this video. I've been experiencing a lot of anxiety lately. I've been experiencing some very harsh shortness of breath that seems to be getting worse and worse. It seems worse in the morning than at night. I'm having issues breathing during the night. Sometimes when I wake up, I'm not feeling too well. It's becoming increasingly more and more difficult to try to get by my day or through my day. I find myself walking around a lot. I feel my hands sweating a lot. The restlessness is definitely starting to get to me. I started taking some medication. This medication was recommended by my doctor. They call it that. Well, probably shouldn't show my MRN number, but if you guys could see that right there, Laxapro or something like that. It's not supposed to be like fast acting or anything like that, but it definitely it's supposed to help you in the long term. Something about it being like something related to serotonin. I'm not too sure, but I do find myself that when I talk quite a bit, I end up feeling like I have a shortness of breath a bit. It's not constant and it's not always. And when I'm sitting down, it definitely does feel better. But there are times when I'm starting to talk and it's starting to get to me, and maybe it just might be the anxiety. I think a lot of times I feel myself like trapped. And I mean, I try to go outside, but it's this shortness of breath. So they told me it was allergies. I've never had allergies ever in my life before. I used to have asthma when I was a kid. It went away. I really don't know what else to say about that. But now I'm 29 years old. Uh, my birthday was on March 22nd, and I started to feel a lot of this stuff here come in April. They did tell me, though, that I was going to feel some type of anxiety, some type of just uneasy feelings. If this really is just seasonal allergies, this has to be one of the worst things I think I have ever developed in my life. I personally, I can't deal with the shortness of breath, the constant feel of shortness of breath. And I guess I'm making this video in hopes not to for something to go viral in any way. I'm looking for maybe some type of help, maybe something that will reassure me, I guess, into believing that, everything's okay. I want to feel like I'm okay. I don't want to feel sick. Like, I want to get out and do stuff. I actually go out and do stuff. Have I started to go out, and like I've been definitely helping out my mother a lot more. I've stopped playing video games as much just solely because I just feel anxious, and sometimes I feel like I can't concentrate. But that being said, though, anyone want to play Call of Duty? Just hit me up here. I doubt that's gonna end. That's really funny. But overall, it's just one of those things. I'm feeling more and more sick as time goes by, and I think it has to do a lot more with my anxiety. As you can see, I need to take a deep breath of air constantly in order to feel like I have a satisfied breath of air inside of me, or I guess enough oxygen inside my lungs to make it feel like it was worth it. Um, I gotta say, I used to smoke back in the day. I went to the doctor, and they told me that everything looked fine. They put my O2 or my oxygen saturation. I guess essentially my body was getting all the oxygen it needed. I was doing fine. There was no issue at the hospital, but I still felt completely sick. I still felt like I just couldn't breathe. And a lot of the time it felt like it was the anxiety. It definitely felt better when I was lying down. As of right now, I'm taking a combination of both Zyrtec and a nasal spray that I got from the doctors. This soothing 12-hour nasal decongestant definitely worked out for me. That alongside the Zyrtec that I got at CVS, pretty cheap, I guess. Um, I'm not sure. It can be pretty expensive for some people, but I mean, I felt like it worked. I feel like the that nasal decongestant works a lot better. I gotta say, you know, like the nasal decongestant, like as soon as your airways feel like you can get like a full breath of air in, it definitely feels a lot better. But with that being said, though, I still, you still have these symptoms of like feeling like there's someone. It feels like someone's standing on your chest. And I remember feeling this a very, very, very long time ago, like a very long time ago. And the first time I ever felt this was when I was having severe anxiety issues, and I'm having anxiety issues again. A lot of that has to probably do with from the withdrawals of like not smoking and all that other stuff. But like the doctors told me I don't have COPD. They told me that everything's okay. I went to the ER yesterday and they told me everything was okay. They said that I needed to relax. I had a video visit with my doctor, considering all this COVID-19 stuff that's going around. It's just, it's very difficult for anyone to be seen, I guess, in office. And so I had to go to the emergency room just to make sure. And the thing is, if this really is allergies, these allergies seem pretty excessive. They seem like I really can't deal with it. I can't deal with how short of breath I feel constantly. And, I even bought an air purifier for my house. I've been spending a lot of money going to the doctor, just trying to help myself out, buying all these pills, these allergy pills, these nasal sprays. Everything that I've done was for my health. And I'm continuing to do that for my health. And I don't mind doing that for my health. I even went out for a run the other day. And in all honesty, like it felt okay because I haven't really gone out in a while to run. So that's something that I expected to feel like, I wasn't going to be able to breathe too well while I was running. But what I actually found was that as soon as I was running anyways, I felt better. I felt like I could continue, and I felt like it just felt like I was out of shape, I guess, if that makes sense. And I do feel out of shape. I haven't gone to run in so long, and this anxiety and everything that I've gotten so far has become increasingly more difficult to deal with, just solely based on the fact that I don't have I can't get rid of this feeling. And it's really funny because people are like, well, just try to ignore it, try to go ahead and look at something else. But what's really weird is that like my breathing issues have become so bad, or at least I feel like they become so bad that I lose concentration in the things that I like to do. One of the biggest things is that every time that I breathe in, I feel like it's just not enough, if that makes sense. And it reminds you of the fact that you're having trouble breathing, and it's just a cycle. I like to tell you guys another story, and it had to do with something that I had in regards to urination. I, for whatever reason, felt like I needed to pee all the time. It felt like I was like, oh my goodness, I thought I had a tract infection or a urinary tract infection or something, but I mean, they ruled all that stuff out. I even went to a urologist, and they gave me this medication that I never took because they said that I was completely fine. And the urologist himself even stated it's all in your mind. I suffered through that for maybe another 2 to 3 weeks. That was a long time. I personally I personally didn't like it. I personally thought that I needed to go to the bathroom every single time. I needed to go to the bathroom every time that I went to or every time that I thought about it, I needed to go. And every time that I would go, I would come back, sit down, and feel the urgency to go again. So I thought I had like some type of problem, some type of issue. What I ended up doing was going on a elimination diet. This is something that my girlfriend now, she used to do it and found out that she had a lot of allergies to certain things and a lot of foods and stuff like that. So the stuff that I eat might potentially be causing my symptoms to get worse. I am going to go ahead and try the elimination diet again, because with the urinary, with the whole urinary issue, like eventually maybe it was definitely in my head, but I was trying to reduce the times I would take diuretics, which I believe, if I'm not confused, diuretics make you want to urinate more often. So a lot of stuff like black pepper and stuff like that are like somewhat, I wouldn't call them irritants, but definitely do stimulate the need to go to the bathroom, to pee. So I started to do that, and I think after a while, like I felt like, oh, things were getting better. Yeah, I cut out sugar. Yeah, I cut out bread. I cut out everything, and I took it day by day. I ate what I could. It didn't really matter because my appetite was just not there or non-existent. So like I had to force myself to eat. But that's not too much of an issue, at least not for now. I'm trying to eat as much as I can, but sometimes I just can't eat. It just feels like I can't eat. It feels like it exacerbates my symptoms of shortness of breath. But I'm breathing fine. I know I'm breathing fine. I'm really hoping that this is just anxiety. I'm really hoping that this is just my mind really fucking with me. And excuse me for that language, because I know there's going to probably be a lot of fucking... There's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to be like, well, you can say this message without, saying bad words or whatever, saying curse words. But, I mean, in all honesty, that's the way I feel. I feel like, fuck this. Fuck everything. I don't give up. I wish I could say, fuck breathing and, like, stop doing it. And I say, what's up now? What you gonna do? Yeah, right. But I mean, overall, though, again, like I said, it's a long road. I want to make sure that if I put out this video, if I could get comments, anything that you guys might like, because I know if you ask the internet, you're gonna get a flood of answers of something. You know what I mean? And one of these might work as a great placebo effect if that is in case. If what I'm suffering through is in fact just anxiety induced, and actual seasonal allergies that are quote unquote minor, but my anxiety makes worse. Right? So I think that's what I'm gonna try. The next stop here is the elimination diet. So I will continue to keep you guys posted. I'll try to make a video whenever I can. We'll see where this leads. It's a 13, almost 14, 15-minute video. But again, overall, guys, if you guys have anything that you guys can think that might be able to help me, or something that might have helped you in the past with anxiety, or if you've ever felt like shortness of breath due to the fact that you have allergies and like it felt like your anxiety made it worse, if you could please just leave a comment or something, or even make a video yourself if you can, just talking like I am. It doesn't have to be anything special. In all honesty, I'm looking for people just like me where we can get together and talk about our issues and to not feel so alone. I think that's one of the biggest things. I've never wanted to be a YouTuber. I hate putting my face on camera. I'm ugly as fuck. But you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh, because if you're not laughing, the anxiety is gonna destroy you. So I definitely do feel a little bit better making this video, and maybe again, like I said, it is anxiety induced, and maybe the shortness of breath that I feel really is anxiety induced, and it's nothing more than like maybe a few weeks to a few months from me feeling better, and maybe the anxiety pills that I'm taking are gonna help me, and they're gonna make me just feel way better. I'm really banking on it. Sorry this is so wordy. Sorry there were so many ums, ifs, and whatever. But again, if you guys can make a video or even leave a comment, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'm not looking to get famous. I'm looking to find people to just talk to. In all honesty, a lot of this is just I want someone to talk to. All right, guys. Well, video journal 1 is done. See you guys next time. Peace.